Buddhism and Jainism. So Buddhism and Jainism, it falls into which period? Mahajanpad age period. Falls into Mahajanpad age period. So this is the period of 600 BC to 321 BC. And one part we have discussed ना महाजनपद age. हमने महाजनपद कर लिया था पूरा. Factors कर लिए थे, excellency of Magdha, all these things we have completed. Only this part was missing. So when we talk about the rise and expansion of Buddhism and Jainism. Rise and expansion of Buddhism and Jainism. So economic factors, social factors, economic factors, social factors, religious factors, political patronage, and then personality of Buddha and Mahavir. And then use of language of commoners, common people, and then sanghas, role of sanghas. All these factors were important. Economic factors, social factor, religious factor, political patronage, personality of Buddha and Mahavira, role of sanghas, order, monastery, monastic system, and then common people, political patronage, and personality of Buddha and Mahavira, Okay, so लिख लिए political patronage, personality of Buddha and Mahavira, role of Sangha, and use of language of common people. So this was the phase of, this period was the period of, or the Buddhist age, the period of Mahajanpad age, was the period of unrest. पढ़े थे ना हम लोग, याद है? Period of, because so many drastic changes would be taking place, and that's why anarchy would be coming, and to heal up the anarchy, है ना, to address the problems occurring in this period, these two great people came, Buddha and Mahavir. So first thing, economic changes happened, na, economic changes, and economic changes happened means use of iron plowshare for the first time in India. Use of iron plowshare. And this brought so many changes. Due to the use of iron plowshare, production surplus would be taking place. Production surplus. And due to the production surplus, some people have the control over production. Control over production. Some people would be lagging behind. So there is a tension between haves and haves not. The people who are having the control and some are lagging behind. And so the society needed a kind of religion which teaches simplicity. Simplicity. Which teaches non-accumulation. Non-accumulation. So you can say Mahavir and Buddha both talk about aparigraha. Aparigraha. Non-accumulation. Lagging behind and control over production. So some people who are lagging behind, they need simple life. They wanted to get their share, or at least there should be simplicity, equality in the society, and that's why Buddha and Mahavira both talk about aparigraha means non-accumulation. Don't accumulate. Non-accumulation, don't accumulate. Don't accumulate means this is a kind of a philosophy which is in modern age known as socialism. Socialism also says non-accumulation. Socialism. Buddhism का है और महावीर भी कहते हैं अपरिग्रह means don't accumulate. Because if you would be accumulating the things, it means that you are trying to take the others rights. You are going to suppress the others' right. Because see, if this is the resources and if somebody is mighty, so he would be having the control over the resources, so other people would be lagging behind in the society. So this kind of new approach, new teachings needed, which were provided by Mahavira and Buddha. Then, now due to this production surplus, or due to the, you can say, agriculture surplus, what happened? That two varnas, upper varnas means Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, they are non-productive. They would be opposed by productive varnas. So clash between Brahmanas, Kshatriyas one side and Vaisyas and Sudras on the other side. So on one side they are productive class, their economic condition is a bit good, but the maximum would be taken by Kshatriyas and Brahmanas. So they rose against the dominance of Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, and that's why they wanted to get their social status uplifted. And so Buddha and Mahavir says that you come, we don't have any kind of discrimination. That's why on the basis of birth, so all can come to us. So that's why equality, social equality was maintained by Buddhism and Jainism. So these were now would be attracted to Buddhism and Jainism. And then again we find that Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, they would be also having conflict, because Kshatriyas were the protector of Brahmanas, so they would be thinking that why we should not come on first place, means Brahman, Kshatriya, there should be Kshatriyas then Brahmanas. Getting the point? So conflict between Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, and that's why all the, you can say, leaders, all the leaders of you can say this period, who are the, you can say, master of heterodox sects, they were Kshatriyas. So Kshatriyas arose, they stood against the dominance of Brahmanas. So this was also a factor for the rise and for the expansion of, you can say, this. So and then you see economy. if you want to get agriculture surplus, you want to have the flourishment of trade, peace is required, isn't it? If wars would be taking place, so peace would be advocated by Buddha and Mahavira. And if you want to get the flourishment in the trade and commerce, then usury, money lending system is required. And usury means sudkhori, that would be criticized by Brahmanism, but would be advocated by Mahavira and Buddha. So again the merchants community, they would be attracted to Buddhism and Jainism. So the kind of you can say circumstances which were produced by use of iron plowshare, that would be playing very important role in the rise of Buddha and Mahavira. And that's why to certain extent it is said that had there been no iron, there would not have been Buddha. इसी को लिखना था. But second part, only these circumstances will not be playing important role. Along with these, in the emergence of Buddha and Mahavira, their personality played important role. Getting the point? Because they were people full of simplicity. They have enjoyed all the good luxury things of life, and that's why now they have understood that it is all illusion. And that's why they understood the actually the gist of life, and so this kind of personality they were having, it is very grounded personality. There is no duplicity in their personality. What they teach, they would be following also. Getting the point? So that's why people would be attracting to them. They are very disciplined people, very simple people. There is no hypocrisy in their personality, and so due to their you can say personality cult, people would be attracted towards them. So along with the circumstances, this also played important role. And then social fabric we have seen, inequality, social discrimination was there, and so they said that all you can say people who are having good karma, they are good people. Getting the point? So all who are having good karma, they should be treated equally. It should not be based on the birth. And so social things, social fabric of the time also. And you see that especially in Magadha, we have already discussed this, that in the case of Magadha, there was a lace of Brahmanization. Aryans are coming from this side. So this side means in South Bihar, there is less Brahmanization, less Aryanization. So they would be having a great place, great opportunity so that they can expand. So therefore Buddhism and Jainism would be expanding like anything in Magadha region, because there is a lack of Brahmanism this time. So therefore this would be also playing important role. So social thing. And then when we talk about the economic thing, we have already seen religious things. There is a slaughter, means sacrifice. There is a sacrifice of animals, sacrifice of cattle, and if there will be sacrifice of cattle, you need more cattle because you are using the iron plowshare. So more cattle should be needed, and that's why some religions would be coming which would be opposing the cattle sacrifice, and so Buddhism and Jainism would be getting the opportunity to flourish. So this is the religious factor, social factor, economic factor, and all these religions would be also having the patronage of the time. So you see that Bimbisar and Ajatasattu, they would be helping Buddha as well as Mahavir. Mahavira family relation was with their this family, means Bimbisara family and Ajatasattu family. There is a Likshvij, there is a marital relation of Gyatrik clan from where Mahavira comes out. So and Buddha also visiting the Bimbisar and Ajatasattu, so they would be getting you can say patronage at that point of time. And after Buddha and Mahavira, we find that in Magadha, Chandragupta Maurya helped Jainism, and then Asoka helped Buddhism, and then you see Kanishka helped Buddhism, and then you can say Harshvardhan helped Buddhism, and then Palaj in Bengal helped Buddhism, and here Jain, Chandragupta Maurya, and then Kharvel. Kharvel was the ruler of Chedi dynasty, and then after Kharvela who? Amogh Rashtrakuta dynasty. So some would be helping Buddhism, some would be helping Jainism. So political patronage plays very important role, and that's why it is said that sometimes Buddha would be also making compromise, because without compromise the religion could not be expanded. See, on one side you are teaching about peace, On the other side, you are having good relation with Bimbisar, who are the most expansionist Ajatasatru, है ना? It means that you have to make some compromise for the expansion of your religion. Getting the point? So, due to all these factors, it happened, and Buddhism and Jainism basically flourished